Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with an update on a very hot forecast through the 4th of July. We do have heat advisories and excessive heat warnings in effect for all of the ArkLaTex. Already early this Wednesday afternoon, temperatures close to 100, heat index near or above 110 over much of the area. And we'll see much of the same for your 4th of July tomorrow, as temperatures likely will begin in the 70s and low 80s as we go through the day. Daytime highs back up close to 100. The heat index again pretty close to 110, so don't expect any relief for the 4th in terms of the heat, but the good news is we will see temperatures fall into the upper 80s to low 90s for fireworks tomorrow evening, as we should see a clear to partly cloudy sky. Overall, the weather pattern, we still have the upper level ridge, which is now centered to the east of the ArkLaTex. This trough here is going to break down that ridge as it digs towards the south and east, and that's going to allow the threat for some scattered thunderstorms to return to the area on Friday. Here's a look at Robin's Toyota Futurecast, and you can see tonight looking mostly clear. Tomorrow we'll see that mix of clouds and sunshine as we will be dry for the 4th. That'll hold true for tomorrow evening. And then going through tomorrow night, expect a bit of an increase in the clouds, and Friday with the absence of that ridge, the heat of the afternoon, the arrival of a little frontal boundary will allow for some scattered showers and thunderstorms to develop across much of the ArkLaTex. Not really looking at much of any severe weather threat, although a few of the storms could drop some very heavy rain and produce some rather gusty winds. We will see these thunderstorms continue through Friday evening before decreasing a bit Friday night into Saturday morning, and still a possibility we could see some rain on Saturday, especially in the morning. That's when the rainfall chances on Saturday will be at their highest. As far as rainfall potential from now through Friday, you can see, generally speaking, we are looking at totals that will be in the range of half an inch or less. Notice these areas of green. That's where Futurecast is indicating the scattered areas that could see more than an inch during the day on Friday. So the potential for some scattered areas of heavy rain will exist, and that is just the beginning. We're continuing to watch Hurricane Beryl, which is now just south of Kingston, Jamaica. It is still producing maximum sustained winds of 140 miles per hour near its center. It is forecast to weaken as it continues to move towards the west-northwest, passing south of the Grand Caymans, moving through the Yucatan on Friday, and then we'll see another final landfall over the northern coast of Mexico as a Category 1 hurricane during the day Sunday. We could very well see the remnants of Beryl move north into Texas, and there's going to be another potential tropical surge of moisture coming in behind it that could bring us quite a bit of rain as we go through next week. Let's take a look at the 10-day pattern here, and you can see the troughiness over the middle of the country. That's what's going to allow the moisture from Beryl to begin to move northward into Texas. We will see a second surge. Now, the latest run of this model keeping most of the moisture from the second system to our south. Other models do bring it northward, so we'll continue with the chance of rain, probably at its peak during the middle part of next week, and then the rain should become more scattered as we go into next weekend as upper level high pressure begins to reestablish itself. As far as the 10-day rainfall potential, some rather impressive numbers from the blend of models. You can see it's showing anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of rain possible over the northern sections of the area to 4 to over 7 inches possible over East Texas and Northwest Louisiana. Now, since most of this rain is going to fall during the last half of the 10-day period, we likely will see some changes in these numbers. It really depends on the path that second surge of tropical moisture takes as we move through the middle part of next week. That being said, your forecast for tonight is looking mostly clear across the region. It will stay warm and it will stay muggy. 81 degrees for the low tonight in Shreveport, 79 degrees in Texarkana, 77 in Natchitoches, also 77 degrees in Marshall. Tomorrow, expect a mix of clouds and sunshine. It stays dangerously hot as we'll see a high both in Texarkana and Shreveport right around 100 degrees. The heat index will be at 110 plus again tomorrow. So don't get exposed to the heat for too long and take those breaks, and be sure to stay hydrated tomorrow. Then we'll start to see some relief. Middle 90s on the way for Friday as the chance of rain begins. And each and every day from this Friday into next weekend, almost 9 solid days of rainfall chances. We will see temperatures mainly in the upper 80s to low 90s for highs, which is below normal. Overnight lows will be slightly above normal in the middle 70s. So again, one more day of this extreme heat and humidity across the ArkLaTex. Then the chance of rain begins Friday, continues this weekend, and through all of next week.